Key point 1. Every new day is an opportunity to change life for the better. Waking up every morning, you can live each day differently. You can start with a clean slate and be happier, healthier, and more successful each day. You don't need to make tremendous efforts. Small things and habits can significantly improve our lives. Smiling at a passerby, feeling grateful for the day, and spending time with loved ones can make your life complete and joyful. Everything may seem quite transparent. Do good and smile to be happy. However, obstacles often complicate everything and may force you to return to negative thoughts and experiences. Sometimes it is easy to forget how vital gratitude is because it affects our emotional state. Every Monday Matters offers a series of simple truths that can reduce stress and anxiety. They will help you form new values and give you inner peace. You don't need to be incredibly rich or have an impressive career to fill your life with meaning. It is enough to be attentive to yourself and the world around you. Why is it important to rest and recharge regularly? Why is it sometimes worth going second? What is the power of belonging to a group? How do you nurture a child in yourself? If we want more love in our lives and the world, then let's start being more loving. Mathew Emerzian. Here, you will find answers to all these questions and be able to put them into practice every week by doing important things for your happy existence. Key point 2. Know yourself to know others. Sometimes you are so focused on the external world that you forget to worry about your internal state. You work, communicate, and interact so much that you don't find time to ask yourself, how do I feel today? You can only inspire others if you meet your personal needs. There are different ways of interacting with yourself. Unity with nature, meditation, and rest alone. But the most important thing is the quality of attention and time you devote to yourself. Setting time and creating a space where you can return to yourself is essential. It can be a weekend morning when all loved ones are still asleep, or an evening when everyone has already fallen asleep. Feel free to take this time for yourself. Sometimes you sacrifice your needs for the sake of others. For example, when you choose to spend time with family instead of going for a walk alone. As a result, you can't replenish your internal resources and have quality contact with others. Allow yourself to not interact with the world and pay attention to your inner world. Tell the people important to you that you must take time to be alone. Make sure you know who you are. What are you interested in? What inspires you? What are you afraid of? And what are your dreams? Treat yourself with genuine interest as a new person you want to learn everything about. Getting to know your inner world is exciting, although sometimes difficult. Not everything you discover about yourself will be pleasant, and that's normal. You are not perfect, but you are unique. There is no other person like you. Appreciate your individuality. Sometimes you may hide behind generally accepted stereotypes and strive to be like everyone else. It provides the illusion of safety and acceptance. Filters on social networks, Photoshop, and tons of makeup are just ways to hide from the real you. Try to see yourself as you are and show yourself to the world. Sounds bold? You are the only person who can give you love and acceptance and who will believe in you unconditionally. Key point 3. Embracing childishness for strength in hard times. Life requires you to grow up quickly. Every day you have to answer many vital questions: how to earn money, where to live, and what to eat. In addition, you may often have to support others, such as caring for our young children or elderly parents. It's challenging to find time for fun in such a rhythm. How can you find a reason for daily joy amid a pile of daily tasks that require an immediate solution? It looks super complicated. One way to switch is to feel like a kid again. Growing up doesn't mean erasing your childhood experiences. You can be a child while remaining an adult. When you were little, you were happy about things that now aren't in your focus. You rejoiced at the sun's rays, looked at the shape of the snowflake in detail, and played a lot. The game is a great way to distract and recharge even in adulthood. You can do it any way you want. For example, play team sports or board games with friends and colleagues, or have fun alone, just jumping on the bed. Exactly. Don't be afraid to look ridiculous. Create a safe space for yourself where there will be no place for stereotypes and boring social norms. Also, remember that laughing too loudly and dancing strangely in the street can violate the personal boundaries of others. That's why it's better to do this at home alone or with friends. Laughter and fun are good for your mental health. It's a great way to deal with stress and an excellent opportunity to switch things up. Turning to your inner child helps with discovering your creativity. Childhood and imagination are closely related because, at a young age, you are not yet oriented to social requirements and can easily be yourself. Creativity requires personal authenticity. It is about doing things the way you want. For example, if you like to cook, try to get away from recipes and experiment a little. There is no reason to be upset if things don't go according to plan. Here, the value is not in the result, but in an opportunity to do as you want. It is a way to show your unique vision of the world, giving you the courage to manifest yourself more in other areas of life. Key point 4. Motivation comes from the inside. Sometimes you wait for something to happen to inspire you to act. That one day you will realize that it is time to start, or that someone around you will tell you what your purpose is. The truth is that you can do all these things on your own. The path to big goals lies through the implementation of everyday small things. You are already moving towards a greater purpose when you get out of bed in the morning. It is worth having a plan for these small habits and often invisible daily tasks to lead you to the desired point. First, you must decide on the primary goal and then break it down into smaller practical tasks. Imagine renovating your apartment. Consider what small steps you can take. Download an interior decoration application or find a designer. You may be used to thinking that you must structure the plan accurately and implement every point strictly one by one. However, this is different. Your plan may be flexible. Creating a list of goals is a creative process that depends entirely on the individual. It should be convenient and understandable for you, not for someone else. Stepping towards your goal, you will inevitably encounter obstacles and mistakes. Sometimes you can perceive mistakes as a sign of incompleteness and failure. However, in reality, they only talk about your movement. You can prepare yourself for missteps and reduce your sadness and frustration. Try to do something where you certainly can't go cool. For example, try writing with your left hand if you are right-handed. You won't be able to do it well the first time, but your handwriting will improve with each try. That's how it works. Find something that inspires and energizes you. Think about what makes you active. It could be sports or drawing, or communicating with others. You need to research and record your state to find your energy source. For instance, the next time you talk to a friend, pay attention to how you feel. Do you experience a charge of cheerfulness or, on the contrary, a decrease in vitality? In the same way, follow your senses in nature, listening to music and cooking. The more energy sources you find, the easier it will be for you to cope with difficult situations and recharge. Key point 5. People around you are an inexhaustible source of inspiration. Each of us longs for love and acceptance. You'll receive genuine love when you realize this truth and give the people around you what they need. Choosing between running errands and needing to devote time to loved ones is worth picking the second. All your accomplishments, victories, and achievements only have meaning when shared with others. Interaction with others requires you to be understanding and tolerant. We all have different needs and aspirations, so we must find a compromise to satisfy them. For example, if you want to spend the weekend actively and your partner wants to stay home, this can lead to conflict. Compromise doesn't mean that you have to neglect your desire for the sake of your partner's happiness. You can spend active time with friends, and then your partner will spend time quietly at home. Try to pay attention to loved ones. Of course, you all have a lot of daily tasks, but you can find 10 free minutes to call grandma. Attention and time are the most valuable things you can offer people around you. Connections with other people can contribute to your development. When you are genuinely interested in others and treat them with respect, you receive love and a desire to thank and help. The people you contact can give meaningful advice or even offer a job. Communication with different individuals enriches your knowledge and allows you to look at a specific problem from another angle. New acquaintances enter your life with freshness and opportunities. Find those with whom you have common interests. If you like drawing, seek out individuals who share your passion. Or if your hobby is cycling, find a friend to do it with. Interest groups and circles give that much-needed sense of belonging and fulfillment. You can exchange experiences with others and grow even more. Did you know? Hugs promote muscle relaxation. They help reduce tactile tension in the body and sometimes alleviate pain due to improved blood circulation in soft tissues. Do we let people in far enough? Or do we dodge and weave our way through life with only the masks we want others to see? Mathew Emerzian. Key point 6. When you give more than you take, it's about bravery. Striving to be first and better than others is usual. It grants a sense of superiority and security. If you are always the winner, you do not have to experience disappointment from your imperfections. But what happens if you come second? On the one hand, it will allow you to abandon perfectionism and do something not for the sake of championship, but for pleasure. In addition, you can realize your actual needs by rejecting endless competition. Not being the champion doesn't mean you have to give up what makes you happy and give it to others. It's about letting people in line or giving up a seat in public transport if it's convenient for you. Being second means giving up comparing yourself to others. Competition makes sense only when you compete for supremacy with yesterday's self. A win brings absolute satisfaction when it represents a personal achievement, not just an opportunity to be on top. You don't need to do large-scale things and spend much money to help others. Sometimes it's enough to give away things you don't need. What seems excessive to you can be valuable and necessary for someone else. Please don't throw unnecessary stuff in the trash. It's better to put them in charity boxes so they can find a second life. By smiling at a passerby or treating colleagues with something delicious, you do something good for others and fill yourself with energy. Do not hesitate to say nice words to others. Sharing the love first can be scary, but you receive even more warmth when you do. Also, remember that your words can be crucial to someone. Undoubtedly, expressing your opinion is embarrassing sometimes. You think about the appropriateness of your words and often choose to remain silent. For example, you may decide not to express yourself on social media, even if you desire to share your thoughts. The truth is that, although the risk of receiving negativity remains, there will always be those who will hear you and thank you for your openness. Declaring yourself is a chance, but staying in the shadows and not demonstrating your uniqueness to the world is much worse. The consequences of silence are unfulfillment and regret. Allow yourself to be brave and speak a little louder. Key point 7. To heal, feel gratitude. Every day you choose to look at the world optimistically or to notice the negative. The truth is that every event that happens to you has a good and bad side. For example, if you didn't catch the bus to work and will probably be late, you can be upset and consider this a bad day. However, it is possible to choose a different path and look at this situation as an opportunity. Walk to the next stop and enjoy, or allow yourself to be late and read a book while waiting for another bus. Things don't always go smoothly, but you can find positives in these situations. Of course, this doesn't mean you should close your eyes to the bad and blindly look for the positive. It's about not seeing the world only in black. To change your life, you need to do something different than usual. You often get so used to what surrounds you that you overlook other options. You drink coffee in the same coffee shop and buy groceries in the same store, but your surroundings are far from the whole world. Try to experiment and discover new things. Taste fresh foods, meet new people, and take risks. Yes, it can be a bad experience, but at the same time, it can be something beautiful that will change your life. Before you give up on something new, ask yourself, why not? Life offers us opportunities every day, and to increase them, you should be grateful. Gratitude is a great force that teaches us to accept life as it is. Think about what you are thankful for right now. When you feel gratitude, you heal from sadness and gain the strength to move on. Appreciation can take many forms. It manifests itself in hearing the needs of others and sharing warmth, as well as in caring about what surrounds us. The environment around you needs the same attention as the people. Therefore, practice being grateful for natural resources and do everything you can to preserve them. Sorting garbage and saving water is already a significant contribution and a way to say thank you. Conclusion. Every day you strive to find sense in life and to feel meaningful. Whatever you do, do it to feel inner fulfillment and peace. However, look for purpose in the right place. Sometimes you think that the more money and career achievements you have, the more meaningful your life will be. Nevertheless, material goods do not bring you the desired joy and mental comfort. The truth is that you can find fulfillment in much more mundane things. You only have to notice them. But how do you do this if you repeat the same actions day after day? You must think and live in a new way. For example, do something unusual every week. Enjoy the sunny weather. Start a new hobby. Laugh to your heart's content with friends or give a smile to a passerby. These seemingly trivial things can affect your life and improve it. Don't ask too much of yourself. Sometimes small but regular actions change lives faster and more effectively than large-scale decisions. Try this. 1. Think about what inspires you and makes you happier. It may be music, artists' paintings, or a walk through the city in the evening. Plan to find 20 minutes each week to devote to this. 2. Think of a person to whom you feel grateful. Write them a short thank you letter. You don't need to send it. Gratitude attracts even more goodness. 3. Make a list of small pleasant things you can do every day during the week. For example, walk a dog from the shelter, collect a bouquet, bake an apple pie, and give a cute card to a friend.